Good morning, and I'm really excited about this week, this time that we have set apart to spend together, and I really look forward to our time together. Today, we are going to get to hear devotion from Jenny Kate, and I am looking forward to hearing what she has to say and to share with us. And I know that she is going to give us a good reminder of just how powerful God is, the way that He's working in big and small ways, and the ways that He can help us to grow even in times and places where it may seem most unlikely that we could find a way to grow. But God's bigger than our situations. And I hope that you all know that and remember that during this time. So let's go to God in prayer and then spend some time in worship. God, thank you for another day. Thank you for your love and your mercy. I thank you for the ways that you make everything grow, the ways that you're helping us to grow in love for you, even during a time that is just not normal. But God, you are powerful, and you make all things new, and you care for each one of us. You know our deepest needs, and we're grateful for you for that. In your name.
Over the mountains and the sea, your river runs with love for me, and I will open up my heart and let the healed set me free. I'm happy to be in the truth, and I will daily lift my hands, for I will always sing when your love came down. I could sing of your love forever. 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 Over the mountains and the sea, your river runs with love for me, and I will open up my heart and let the healer set me free. I'm happy to be in the truth, and I will daily lift my hands, for I will always sing when your love came down. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny Kate. I've been a counselor at Camp Community for the past 2 summers, and I'm going to be leading you all in a little devotion this morning. My dog is also behind me, so if you hear him moving around, I hope it's not too distracting. So I'm going to be reading from Psalm 27 today. Psalm 27 is probably my favorite passage in the Bible. I always go to it whenever I'm feeling fearful or just I feel uncertain about anything. And when I was planning this devotion, I thought it was the perfect place to go. I'm going to be looking specifically at verses 13 and 14, but the whole psalm is basically just talking about how we need to remain confident in the Lord in times of uncertainty or times of trouble. And it's just my favorite, and I highly recommend it for anyone. So I'm going to read our verses. So it says, I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. So these verses just mean a lot to me. And I've read them a lot. Like I said, it's my favorite passage in the Bible. But this time whenever I was reading them, I just had this picture of flowers growing out of concrete. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before, but it's just so interesting to me that flowers can grow in a place like that. And so I was just thinking about it, and I decided to look up how that actually works, I guess. And it's not an easy process. It takes a lot of time and patience for this flower to grow in this place where you think that it probably shouldn't be able to grow. So if you guys were with us at camp this summer, you might remember we talked about being rooted in Christ. And so one of the activities we did to learn about that is we actually grew a little plant. So we watered them every single day. We put them out in the sunshine. We gave them good soil. And by the end of the week, they were growing into actual plants. But these flowers that grow out here in the concrete, they don't have anyone to take care of them like we took care of our plants. And so it's not as easy for them to grow. Um, so for the flower to grow in the concrete, the seed has to be blown into the crack by wind. And then the rainwater over time has to settle into the crack, and then the roots will start to grow deeper, and the flower will be able to grow out of this concrete. And I just think that that reminds me so much that like beautiful things can grow in unexpected places. Like I would never expect flowers to be growing in concrete. I think that's crazy. But in that same way, God can work in unexpected places too. So I think right now there's a lot of like fear and uncertainty in the world, like I keep saying, and we're all just a little bit afraid, I think. And like it says in the passage, it says, I will remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So to me, that just says that God doesn't stop being good in scary times. The world is a really scary place a lot of the times, but that doesn't mean that God isn't good all of the time. I think He's always working. Sometimes we just have to ask Him to show us how He's working because it can be hard to see it at times. So the last verse says, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. So just like those flowers growing in the concrete, sometimes God asks us to be really patient, and sometimes it takes time for Him to show us how He's been working. But I think it's important to remember that His timing is perfect, even if it is scary for us. We just have to be confident in His promises to us that He is good and that He is not going to forsake us or leave us alone. Some ways that kind of help me to be patient and to wait on the Lord to move are reading my Bible so that I can grow closer to God and I can see and learn more about how He works. Also praying and just talking to God about the things that I'm afraid of and just asking for Him to help me through those and to just remind me that He is with me. And I just think that the best way for us to calm our fears is to seek God above anything else and to just know that like He is, again, never going to leave us alone. He's never going to forsake us, and just that He is the only thing that can bring us peace. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope we see you at camp next summer.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I'll worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, Let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I'll worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I'll worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I'll worship Your holy name. Yes, I'll worship Your holy name.
I just wanted to share just the chorus of this song with you all this morning, just as an encouragement to you. Great is Thy faithfulness, great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, Thy hands have provided. Great is Thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Great is Thy faithfulness, great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. Oh,